Time now on Sky Sports Radio for Going Greyhounds for your daily update of the latest news and tips.
And it's 14 to 11. Liam Tapper joining me now from Greyhound Racing New South Wales. Morning, Liam.
Well, very good morning to you, Cozzy, and what a great morning it is. It's another huge week right across the greyhound racing world with the Group 1 Australian Cup finals at the Meadows. You have the heats of the Richmond Derby and Oaks this Friday, more preludes of the Ladbrokes Golden Easter Egg. I tell you what, it's all go right now. Today on Going Greyhounds, we're lucky enough to be joined by two men who will be looking to qualify their greyhounds through the heats of both the Richmond Derby and the Oaks on Friday night. Of course, this was after the 3 heats of the Derby and 4 heats of the Oaks were drawn yesterday. First up, we'll get straight into it. And a man who's looking to get a runner into the Derby final at Richmond on Friday night. He's tasted Derby success recently, but that time it was on a national scale. We're joined by Clint Kratzmann, part of the Mickey team. How are you today, Clint?
Yeah, morning, Liam. Good, mate. Real good.
That's great to hear, mate. Let's touch on that National Derby win. Let's go back to the night. Boxed night, a reserve all week. Mate, do you still pinch yourself that you're a Group 1 winner?
I do, because I've never had a group winner of any group, 1, 2 or 3, and I do still pinch myself. I look at I walk past the rug every day on the way down to the kennels and the house, and you look at it and I still can't believe it, to be honest, but no, it's very exciting.
That's fantastic, mate. How's he looking at the moment? 9 starts, 7 wins. He's yet to finish outside the placings across his whole career. One would think that he's travelling okay.
He's going super. This is going to be a big test for him down there. He's got to travel down there on the day. I'll leave at 2 or 3 in the morning, Friday morning, and it's going to be a big test. And Jason's dog especially is a super-looking young dog as well, and the 8 dog of Mark Gatz is. So it's going to be a great test for him. It's open age. I am throwing him in the deep end a little bit, but the dog deserves to be thrown in, I suppose. He's a very nice dog. He's got very good early speed. He's very strong. Those dogs look super strong as well, so it'll be a good test for him. But, what he did, he just deserves his chance on what he did at Albion last week. That's probably when I made the decision. I wasn't going to come down for it being open age. I thought, no, I'll keep punching along under the radar a little bit and maybe look at the new sensation or the egg in a month's time. But after what he did last week and the week before on a wet track as well, I thought, no, he deserves his chance. He's improved and just keeps improving every run, I believe, and he's only 2, so we've got a bit of time ahead of ourselves to maybe get a touch more improvement out of him, but this will be a great test for him this weekend, I believe.
And this will be his first look at Richmond, but as you mentioned there, he's posted some pretty handy times at Albion Park, and that run at Wendy was pretty good too. How do you reckon he's going to handle the track?
I think I've sort of talked to a few people, and a lot of people from up here that have been to Richmond. A lot of people are sort of telling me that it's a big version of Albion Park. It's not as tight as Ipswich. It's obviously quite a roomy track and a big track, so I'm hearing that it's a bigger, harder run, obviously, than Albion as well, which I don't think will worry him. Again, he's racing against dogs that are very strong, though. But I think he'll handle the track good. From every time he's sort of been to a track first up, he goes nice. I just think it's a matter of if he can get through to the final, back in an 8-dog field scenario. I really believe he'd be a real good chance in the final if we can get through.
Mate, the Tab currently have him as equal favourite to take out this heat with Tennessee Tiger. Now, obviously, you need to take some notice of the market, but how do you go into this race? Do you treat it like that old football adage, it's just another race and he just needs to perform well in, or how do you approach the race?
No, I approach the race I'm only a small trainer and I've got a couple of dogs. It doesn't matter if it's a dog that's had 23 starts for 3 wins that I've got at home or whatever. I approach every race identical. I go there to win, I go there to compete, and I make sure the dog's absolutely at their peak. I don't believe in giving a dog a run for the sake of it. I'm a big believer in they've got to be suffered. If I've got a dog that's a gallop short or a lure trial short, I won't say, I'll just chuck it in. I won't do that. I do go to make sure my dog is always in there to compete and do its absolute best. And the dog is absolutely at his peak fitness-wise. He's going down there in absolute tip-top order, but as I said, it's just a matter of the variables of the trip down. He travelled back from Sydney beautiful when I took him home after the Derby, after Troy looked after him, and he travelled back beautiful. So, but that was after a hard run too. So you'd expect him to be pretty relaxed in the car. But he has got a temperament that would suggest to me that I don't think he won't lose much in the run down there. And as I said, he seems to be very adaptable, very natural dog to different tracks. So I don't think there'll be too many excuses for him. And as I said, he'll be putting his best foot forward. It's just a matter of the class of those other couple of dogs, and they are very classy dogs as well. So.
Well, Clint, I spoke to you on track after that National Derby win, and I could see just how much it meant to you to taste a bit of success, because I know how much work you and Troy have put into not just this line, but to all of your greyhounds, mate. We wish you all the very best on Friday night, and thank you very much for joining us today on Going Greyhounds, mate, and have a safe trip down, okay?
Thanks, Liam. Appreciate it.
No, my pleasure. There you go, Cozzy. Speaking with Clint following the National Derby, as I just mentioned there, you could just tell by the emotion that he showed after the race just how much it meant to him. So no doubt it would mean a lot to him if he could qualify for the final of the Derby, and then who knows the week after.
Yeah, exactly. Now, who else is going to line up in the Derby at Oaks at Richmond?
Well, obviously being a Group 2 event, we're going to see a good crop of talent on display, and we start off with the Derby. With the Group 1 Paws of Thunder champion King Kratos in Heat 2. Obviously, he was a runner-up in the Temlee only 2 weeks back, and we can hopefully get Jason Magri on the show before Friday night to talk about these past few weeks, because tell you what, he has just been in some purple patch. Rampant Jimmy, who ran third in the Paws of Thunder, will also contest Heat 2, as will Waging War, trained by Glenn Rounds out of Victoria. Another of the heavily backed Glenn Rounds greyhounds is Aston Wizard. So there's been a bit of chat around Aston Wizard too. A lot of people are liking the look of him coming up here to Richmond as the favourite. In the Oaks, Coringa Lucy in Heat 1 has been in great form of late with 4 victories on the bounce. Princess Riot, trained by Pete Lagagioni, she will head into Heat 2 as the favourite. And she's got a sensational record right now. I guess it's no surprise that one of Jason Magri's runners will go into Heat 3 as the favourite. Honestly, Heat 4, the Oaks, we have the National Futurity runner-up with Wildflyer, trained by Hank Vandenberg out there at Londonderry. So all round, Cozzy, some pretty hotly contested heats on show on Friday night.
Yep, too right. Now, some exciting news for trainers interested in contesting the launching pad at Sandown.
Yeah, that's right. We brought this news to you exclusively on thedogs.com.au yesterday. The Greyhound Racing New South Wales and the Richmond Greyhound Club have put together this unique concept whereby one greyhound will have the opportunity to run in the $420,000 launching pad series at Sandown next month. How it works: there'll be a Richmond launching pad series over the 535 metre journey at the track this on Friday next week, March 6, with the final to be run on March 13. The winner of the final will collect a $4,000 prize money cheque, and will also get a ticket worth $2,000 for priority entry into the heats of the Group 3 launching pad to be run at Sandown on March 26. For any trainers looking for the details on the event, you can head over to thedogs.com.au and read everything you need to know, because I tell you what, this is a beauty of an opportunity.
All right, Peter's with you now too.
Perfect. We're joined by the great man, Pete Lagagioni. How are you travelling today, Peter?
Yeah, good morning, guys. Yeah, slow and steady, mate. Slow and steady.
That's what they say. Wins the race, mate. First up, let's talk through the Derby. Knighthood, you and I have spoken before, and you've always had big raps on him. 9 wins from 18 starts. How's he looking at the moment?
Yeah, Liam. Yeah, look, he's a dog that suffered a major injury as a pup, as we spoke about before, and he's always, he's a day-to-day proposition with that injury. But we've nursed him along, and look, he's superbly boxed out there in the 8. We've got one dog to beat, I believe, in the race, and that's Jason Magri at the moment. He can win with the Poodle. So, if we can just get across and sit in a spot, he'll be in the finish for sure, this dog.
Mate, he's been covering the shorter trip more of late. How do you think he's going to handle the step up in distance?
Yeah, look, he's a 30 and 48 winner, I think, at Richmond, earlier on in his career, and he broke the 15 seconds coming home. So not many dogs do that around Richmond. Look, it is his home track. We've just been teasing him a bit with the shorter distances, just trying to get him to come out a little bit better, and secure that, that first mark. Where you win the big races is obviously your first section. We just want him to come out that more, and that's why I've been teasing him with Maitland and Bulli, and we give him a couple of trials at Wenny and then brought him back to Richmond, and and so forth. So look, he's on his toes. He's feeling well. He's looking forward to Friday as much as I am.
Oh, mate, I love this greyhound. So fingers crossed we see a good performance from him in that Derby heat, mate. Now, moving on to the Oaks, you have Princess Ride in there. 9 wins from 12 starts. She's run sub 30 at Wendy. What can we expect from her? Because, she's looking pretty good.
Yeah, look, she's under a bit of an injury cloud at the moment. She actually got a cut on her foot last week. And, we're just trying to get on top of that. Look, she's on song also, apart from that. She's a mighty little bitch. She's living in the shadow of her brother at the moment, which you're right, in Melbourne. Azo's doing a great job with him and Australian Cup favourite. So, we're not going to push her. I've spoken to the owners and she's going to be, she's going to be worth gold, in the breeding barn. So, we're just going to nurse her along and hopefully, set her up for the egg series coming up and then look forward to going down to Melbourne with her for a campaign. And then I think she'll be off to the breeding barn. But, look, heading down for Friday, look, if she's 100%, she'll go through. And, look, with early speed, she'll be in front for a long way. There's not much speed in that race, looking at the form. And, look, she can run sections. We know she can. So, it's just that little bit at the end there. And Richmond is a hard 500. But, look, she's well. She's fit. She's bright. She's happy. She's wagging her tail every time we put her out. So, you can't ask more than that, can you?
No, you can't, Pete. Finally, we had on the dogs.com.au yesterday that Greyhound Racing New South Wales will be offering a launching pad ticket to a greyhound who can win at the Richmond track in a few weeks' time. Mate, that series would bring back a few good memories for you, wouldn't it?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, a Mighty Beast Unleashed going down there and beating some good dogs. Beating Donna Paddy and Tornado Tears and all. Look, it's a brilliant concept. And we've got to take these concepts, bring them up here to New South Wales, really. And it's great Richmond Club, standing up and on the forefront and doing it. So, yeah, look, what a year that was. And, we're on cloud 9 and then come home to win the $1 million and chase. And, I wish everybody has a chance going down there and racing in Victoria. And it is, at the moment, it is the mecca of greyhound racing. And, hopefully we can change that in the next couple of years and make New South Wales the mecca of greyhound racing.
Oh, well, we look forward to what the future does hold, Pete. Mate, it's an absolute pleasure to talk to you every time you join us on Going Greyhounds. All the very best on Friday night, and we'll speak to you, hopefully, post-race.
Thanks, guys. Cheers. Good luck to everybody.
There you go, Cozzy. He's a true gentleman, Pete Lagagioni, and
right.
He's a sensational trainer.
Now, the grading policy, what's happening with that?
Yeah, Cozzy, this one came out yesterday as well. The Greyhound Racing New South Wales grading policy was released on the GRNSW website and it's scheduled to begin on Monday, March 9 for meetings drawn on Wednesday, 11th of March onwards. In fact, this new policy is the first major change since 2009. And I guess in a nutshell, Cozzy, it aims to create a simpler and less complicated document to make it easier for participants to understand, and I'm sure they'd appreciate that. I've been told there was extensive consultation that was undertaken across March and April of last year where Greyhound Racing New South Wales representatives, they spoke to participants at tracks, all the while looking for submissions from participants and stakeholders. So if trainers, owners and breeders do want to find out more information on the policy, they can head to grnsw.com.au and they'll find it all there on the homepage.
All right, you got a winner or two for us?
We'll try my best here, Cozzy. At Richmond this evening, race 5, we have Sharky's Wish, who will wear the pink. And then finishing off at Wentworth Park, we have Laurie's Flyer also wearing the pink in race 2. So those numbers are Richmond race 5, box 8, and Wentworth Park race 2, box 8.
Good on you, Liam. Have a good day, mate. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, same to you, Cozzy. Speak to you then.